Hi, guys. So, a lot of people all throughout the ages has been trying to define what goth is and what goth is all about. But I figure, why not try something different and define what goth is not all about? And in the spirit of talking about what goth is not all about, I'll be taking off all these things and get ready to bed just to prove a point. So, anyways, first things first, the most common misconception that people think of is goth is all about drugs. You're a drug addict because you do drugs, okay? You're not a drug addict because you're fashionably fierce in black or you like listening to Lords of the New Church or The Cure or anything like that. Also, goth is not about Satanism or any religion for that matter. We are not a religion, we are a cultural phenomenon. We were formed from the music, and therefore we are a subculture, not a religion. So I guess some goths are Satanists, some goths are atheists, some goths are Christians. It's because we're people also with choices. So yeah, I don't think it's right to judge goths just because of their religion or just because they look like they're in some religion or something. That's not right. And also, goth is not all about having white skin. Would you believe that a lot of black people, Asians, or any race for that matter aren't white or goth? They can be goth. I mean, I'm Asian. Look at me. I mean, it's actually ridiculous how people assume that you can only be goth just for being white, and you cannot be goth because your skin has color or anything like that. I mean, come on. I actually find black people who are goth to be like really, really fierce and very intimidating looking. I like their sense of style. I mean, look at Angel Nightmare. He's so badass looking. But I'm not saying that white goth suck. I mean, I'm just saying it's not just because you're white you can be goth, and just because you're black or you're brown or you're yellow you can't be goth. Yeah, and also, goth is not all about killing or kidnapping people. So stop hiding your kids from us whenever we pass by in front of you. That's just rude, people. We're just people who has a different sense of style than yours. We don't kill, we don't kidnap people, and speaking of killing, we don't do suicide. Which leads me to my next point. We are not emo. We are not all about suicide. We are not all about whining of how our life sucks. And even if we do say that our life sucks, we tell you why in the most intelligent manner. Okay? Also, big difference with the music, big difference with the style, big difference with the state of mind or whatever. We're just two different types of people. Goth and emo, very different. We are not all about branded clothing, although I know there are some badass goth clothing out there like Killstar, Demonia, or other clothing lines like that, but originally, state of mind of goth towards fashion is that they are all about DIYs and thrift shop because besides that it's cheaper, you will have no regrets in editing the piece of clothing that you just bought in a thrift store. I mean, how much does a thrift store clothing piece cost? Like $1? I don't know. I know in peso, but in dollar I'm not all too familiar. But yeah, I know it's cheaper. That's why for all those new goth kids out there, especially the younger ones, don't pressure yourself into buying expensive clothing. Goth is not all about that, although I think it's okay to buy expensive clothing if you can afford it. I mean, but the spirit of goth fashion is all about creating cheaper clothing into something really unique. I mean, that's the purpose of DIY in goth fashion. One piece is unique than the other, you know. Which also leads me to Another point, goth is not all about black clothing. See? See, I can wear colorful clothing too. No, just because you wear pink, white, or anything like that doesn't make you less of a goth. We like black because I don't know, like for me, black is just my favorite color. I like how it fits me. I like how it's flattering. Yeah, so yeah, I like black. I don't know about other people, but I love black because of those reasons. But for those who are not fond of the color black, you can always wear whatever color you want. I mean, there are some goth color scheme that aren't black. You can just, research because, and this is the last point, goth is not all about solely fashion. We're not just fashion, okay? For me, goth is music. Goth is lifestyle. Goth is a state of mind. Yeah, I guess goth is a state of mind, but for me, it's mainly music. That's how I believe it. If you don't believe it, then whatever. But for me, goth is music. So I hope I got my point across. And if you guys like this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you guys want more of me. And follow me on my Instagram and my other Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time.